Hi, Redeemer. Thanks for tuning in to this latest building update. A couple things to cover today. Number one, if you were at service this last Sunday, the 12th, you would have seen probably on the glass there facing the mall a new um, poster, basically a rendering of the building in full color. It looks really great, and it's pretty faithful to the design. That's what it is. Just take the actual design and render it. That's literally what it looks like. It's not a guess. Obviously, the exterior, outside, the surroundings were a little silly. It's not actual depiction of Cedar Rapids, but the building itself is. The signage may be a little different. That was John Allen just did a hey, here's an example of what this might look like. So that might change. It looks good like that. So yeah, we're excited. It looks really great. It's beautiful, good colors. Um, if you weren't there, check your email. So you maybe got this video in an email, but if you're watching it directly on YouTube, keep an eye out on your email. There'll be a, a message coming from the church that will include this video, but also that rendering in case you didn't get to see it. So excited for that. That's kind of bringing it to reality. Eventually, we'll start seeing some renderings of the interior and things like that. So uh, the other thing to talk about is just this Sunday, what to expect. So this will be our outdoor groundbreaking ceremony. It will be at the property, at the new property, right next to the Youth for Christ building. We have a big giant tent. We'll have a few hundred chairs out there, and we'll do a church service. Basically, it'll be a lot similar to what we do normally at Lindale. We'll have worship. We'll have some preaching. There will be two preaching spots. Rather than me preaching a 35 or 40-minute sermon, we're going to have a representative from Youth for Christ share some vision about mission and things like that, and I'll be preaching also. So we'll each do about 15, 20-minute messages. And the Youth for Christ rep will be Craig Chumland. So some of you know him. He is on the board there at Youth for Christ, and he's the father of a couple of our members here in Cedar Rapids, Travis and Alex Chumland, and he's actually runs and owns the company called Metal Designs that we have a lot of a lot of our church members are actually employed there. So there's a lot of relational connection there, and I'm excited for him to be sharing. And then we'll worship as well. And then at the very end, there'll be the groundbreaking ceremony. Now, I want to emphasize this is ceremonial, right? This isn't like technical, official construction groundbreaking. We're not going to have a backhoe over there digging up ground. It's a bit of a ceremonial thing, but it's to celebrate what's coming and where we're at in this process. And the actual groundbreaking, it was originally targeted for around mid-September, which is where we are now. But as I've said from the beginning, these timelines always move, and I'm not a big fan of that. It's just what it is. And so I ask for grace as you bear with me, as I'm the relayer of this information to you. So hopefully sometime in October now, right, is when that's going to be. Now, here's the thing. We have some cushion, right? So if you recall, one of the biggest challenges in this building and construction process is getting the steel for the frame of the building. There's a backlog on that, right? So from the time of ordering, there's a 6-month window to get that steel. So we ordered that. We put in the order for that. And, right now it's targeted end of January for that steel to come. Until that steel comes, really the only thing you can do before that is lay a foundation, right? Dig and lay the foundation. And so we're kind of on a waiting pattern anyway. So it's not like we could, if we ground break in September or we ground break in October, it doesn't affect the whole timeline because at that point you're just kind of waiting for steel. So that being said, I want to see it happen. I want to see this start moving. But it's not like the timeline has really been compromised because of that. So yeah, excited for this Sunday. Let's celebrate. We're gonna make some noise, full band out there, and hopefully the weather cooperates. It looks like it's gonna be a hot day, but we'll be there at 10, not 2. So it should be bearable. So looking forward to that. As usual, let me know if you have any questions, comments. Looking forward to some more renderings coming soon, and getting bids out. They're wrapping up the designs, and they're going to be starting to get bids out from you know, subcontractors and things like that. So things are really starting to roll. So continue to get those pledges in. If you haven't pledged, we encourage you to be a part of that. If you're a new member, since we did our initial pledge period, we encourage you to join us in this. And once we have final pricing out and we know what the hard numbers are, we'll probably revisit, you know, closing the gap on, you know, the pledges and just resurrect that campaign as well. So reach out to me if you have any questions, or you can speak to anyone on the building team. And by way of reminder, that would be Joe Brinkman, Eric Hansen, Daniel Sheets is one of our Cedar Falls outers, Craig Booms, Craig Rolson, John Booms, and Vern Coates, and me. So any of us would be able to help you with any of these questions. All right. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.